Hello, Birdman 316 here. This one is the DM009, which I have a 808, it's called a Mate 808 keychain camera. You can see the little doodad, little credit card mount that I made for it. I'll be testing two things at once. I'll be testing this bird and the camera, which you can see how it jiggles a little bit, which hopefully it'll absorb a lot of the shock, a lot of the vibrations and whatnot, because I have this mount plus a piece of sticky foam right here on the bottom of this mount resting against the camera, as well as a piece of foam here, which you notice I don't have a battery door on here, but that's okay. This thing here will hold the battery and it's not going anywhere, plus the battery door is a pain in the buttocks. So we're going to flip this over and turn on the camera, which I think, I need to read up on my stuff a little more, I think it's this button right here. Yep, you see a little light right there. And I think the record button is right here underneath this strap here. Let's find out. Yep, the blue light flashes, but it doesn't continuously flash. So we're going to find out, will this one run more than 3 minutes, because I've had bad luck out of my other ones. I had two of them, and I had bad luck out of those, never got above 3-minute flight time, run time out of them. So we get this right here is 3 speeds, 2 speed, 3 speed. Well, that's a new one on me. I was going back to speed number 1, and she decided to take off, so I decided I better get on it. So she's airborne now. We're going to fly her around. I did a, I guess you can say a run-in test last night of the battery pack. It comes with 2 battery packs. And I tested 1 battery pack last night, just idling, breaking into brushes a little bit on the motors. Let's take her over here where we'll have more room across the street here. And this is speed number 1, which is good for filming. We did calibrate the gyros. There's no compass calibration. This has no this is not a GPS bird. However, it is a hover hold bird. Let me get her up there a little bit more, yaw around this way a little bit, and come back towards myself a little bit more. There we go. Now, the claimed run time on this is 10 to 12 minutes. But I'm not sure that we're carrying this camera here. It's more weight. So we're just going to take this up a little higher. Yaw her back around this way and come out towards ourselves a little more. I got the red tape on the front of those motor pods. That'll help me with orientation a lot. Plus, you can see the lights pretty good. You can still see the lights pretty good, even though it's daytime. This is dusky sunset or so. I'm going to raise up a little more. There we go. Now, like I said, it claims on the eBay sites and everywhere they sell these 10 to 12 minute flying time. So being that we're carrying a camera, which weighs more than the stock one. The stock camera is a Wi-Fi thing, and we all know how those Wi-Fi cameras work, which is very poorly. I'm not taking her too far away because I'm not positive of the range on this one. Like I said, this is the very first flight. We did do the motor break-in last night, run into brushes and all. I'm hoping to get a good sunset on this camera here, and I'm hoping the camera runs for more than 2 or 3 minutes like the other ones did. That was a very major disappointment in the other ones. No more than 2 minutes or 3 minutes of run time. Let's go a little higher. I'm guessing we're sitting on about 45 meters or so, maybe. I'm going to go over this way. I'm going to do another twirl around for the sunset. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring it back down where you guys can see her. I know you can't see her too good up there. But y'all are back around this way. And I'm going to go forward motion, forward pitch, and drop that throttle a little bit. What that does is it prevents vortex ring state. You're keeping throttle, I mean not throttle, but forward stick, forward pitch. See what I mean? Keep forward pitch. There we go. There we go. Alright, here we go. Go up just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Alright, here we go. Come back around this way. And she's looking at us now. She must have been on a downward slope when I calibrated the gyros, which is good. That keeps a forward motion at all times. See how she wants to come forward. She's drifting, so it's a little teeny bit breezy out here, just a little bit. And she wants to go forward, which is good. That's good. You want to keep forward motion or some kind of movement when you're descending and all that stuff. You don't want no vortex ring state. That is bad. And that is a good speed to do filming in right here. It's nice and slow. This one here would be a really good one to take to the river. And I want to publicly, and this bird came from J-Drone. I want to publicly say thanks, J-Drone, for this bird here. I've had this thing for a month and I'm just now getting to fly it. Been busy with the solos and been busy with this and been busy with that. Finally getting a chance to fly this one. I'm going to be close to the ground because when I did my test last night, the battery ran down and it didn't give me no warning until the motor started slowing down to a crawl and they stopped, and then by that time the LVC lights were flashing. Checked my voltage and it was really, really low. It was like less than 6 volts for the whole battery. And this is a 2-cell battery pack. So as soon as I see any signs of motor slowing down, I'm going to let it land. I'm going to kill the motor so that way it won't be at a dangerous voltage. I mean, this thing would be really, really nice to take to a lake or something, to the pond. But make sure you time your flights, because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble because it's going to land wherever it feels like it. When the battery gets so low it can't run. Let me try both sticks in version. Well, it's working, but that's working good. That's a orbit route I'm doing an orbit here. That orbited into my noggin there, but it's all good. I like how they coast around and hover hold there. You go this way a little bit to make sure I don't run into that big bush tree or whatever that thing is over there. Like I said, with this one, I'm just going to fly it till the motors will slow down. It will self-land, but as soon as it lands, you best be cutting the motors off because the voltage will get so low. And the LVC will kick in when it's on the ground. and when the motors are dying, or batteries are dying, or whatever. So keep that in mind when you're flying this one. I mean, this is a really nice flying bird. I mean, if I knew this thing was this fun to fly, I would have got this thing out a month ago. I've had this thing for about a month. Just now getting around to playing with it. Shame on me for waiting so late, but hey, at least I'm playing with her now. That's good. Let me get a sunset, sort of in your face shot. Let me bring her over this way a little bit, and that way a little bit, and back up a little bit. I'll run into myself here. There we go. Back up a little bit more, and go this way a little bit more. There we go. Alright, here we go. Let her coast over my head. I'm sure the camera picked up the wind from that, which is good. Shows the microphone's working on this camera. I mean, this thing is, it just flies itself basically. I mean, check this out. I'm going to yaw it around again, like this. I'm going to set the transmitter on the ground. Watch this. Transmitter's on the ground. I'm going to yaw around this way again, like this. Watch this. Yaw her back around towards me. There we go. No transmitter. And she's flying herself. But like I said, it's no GPS on here. It's got the hover hold function. That's all it has. But I mean, if you calibrate the gyros with the nose pointing slightly down, it's going to have a forward pitch, a very, very light forward pitch. Now there is LVC right here. I'm going to bring her on down. There she goes. Oh, well, that was me right there. That was a wonderful landing. Nose right over. But that's crazy. It did have LVC last night. It didn't. But we didn't fly it till it dropped, which is going to save the battery voltage, save the battery and stuff. So what we will do now, I think this button here stops the video. Yep, the blue light came back on. Video stopped. Hopefully it took the whole thing. And we're going to cut the power to the camera off like that. Well, there we go. Blue light went out. Everything is in good shape. Nothing's hurt. She just nosed over because of my perfect piloting skills. Okay. This is the DM009 and the 808 Mate keychain camera. And this is Birdman 316. Sayonara.